Welcome to Flash Lesson 5. This lesson is going to be about working with something called symbols and instances. And so we have practiced a little bit with the drawing tools. Now, Flash is a program that works with object-oriented programming. So what that means is that if Flash is going to assign some programs to any of the artwork that we create, we actually have to, in Flash's eyes, turn these things into objects so that Flash can attach programming to these different objects. We have to package them up as objects, or in Flash's language, the word is symbols. We have to turn these objects into a symbol so that Flash can animate them and assign other programming messages to these illustrations that we've created. We have a cat illustration from our last lesson, and so I'm going to just do a quick fill of the cat, and I'm using the gradient tool and the paint bucket, and I'm just clicking in these areas to fill. And the cat foot right there. Okay, so there's my cat, and it has it's a green cat. Now I'm going to turn this cat into a symbol. So I'm going to use my black selection arrow and select the whole cat. And now my cat is completely broken apart and embedded. So if you have any drawing objects on here that are packaged, little boxes that you see around on your object after you select it, what I want you to do, just to make sure that the whole thing is broken all the way down to its original graphic state, is go to Modify and then go to Break Apart. Now mine is already broken apart, so Break Apart is grayed out. But if yours Break Apart is available to you, use it. Click it and break everything apart, because that's going to make everything easier for us as we continue to work with this cat. So the cat is selected. Then I'm going to go to Modify, Convert to Symbol. And as soon as I see the Convert to Symbol panel up, I'm going to name this symbol cat. I just wanted to name it the same thing that was in the lesson. So it's called cat, and it's going to be a graphic symbol. And then when I click OK, that symbol will appear in the library. Now my library panel is hidden, so I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go to Window, Library, and I'm going to open up my library panel and move it off to the side over here. But we will see my cat symbol sitting in the library. Okay, now one of the properties that symbols have are that they can be cloned and replicated. Flash only has to draw this object once, and then when you convert it into a symbol, Flash is just going to replicate the cat, and your movie does not increase in file sizes. No matter how many cats you bring out onto your screen, the movie does not increase in file size. But the cats are sitting on the screen as if they have been packaged up into little invisible cellophane, sandwich bags almost. This is what I call the sandwich bag that surrounds the cat. So if I click one of these cats, it has a sandwich bag around it. Each one has its own sandwich bag around it. So I can no longer edit the cat the way I used to just a few minutes ago before I converted it into a symbol. And the cat is no longer showing its selection mesh when I click it. You don't see all those little dots inside of it. What you see is that it's in a package, and the whole symbol itself is selected. The whole package is selected. So in order to get back into the symbol again to a level where I can edit it, you have to enter into it by opening up its little bag or container and going in, like a portal. Double click, and you get inside of the cat symbol. Now this is what you need to pay attention to right up here. Scene 1 and cat. because there is a navigation, they call it breadcrumbing navigation bar, that shows us now that we are no longer in the scene 1 level of flash, or in scene 1 mode, or in the scene 1 area. We're actually a nested level deep inside, and we're inside of CAT. So how do I get back to scene 1? I just click scene 1. Now I'm outside of the CAT, and I'm on the scene 1 stage, which is our main stage where we're going to do some animation. If I double click the CAT, I'm inside of the CAT symbol, and now I can edit it. So if I want to change this CAT a little bit and hunch its back, do you see what happens to all of the CAT's backs? Every single clone inherits the properties of the original. So now I'm going to go back to scene 1 again, and I'm outside, and I can move these around individually. But to get inside of the CAT symbol, I can click any of these clones that are on the stage, and I will still be changing the CAT that it's associated with, the original one. And the original one, by the way, lives in the library. But I can get in to each of these symbols by double-clicking each of the CAT symbols to open them up. I can also get into this by clicking the CAT symbol in the library, but I have to go back out first. So to click the CAT symbol in the library, I can go here, and I can get inside of the CAT. Do you see that I can't see the rest of the clones on the stage, though? I'm just inside of the one symbols editing area when I click it in the library. I'm going to go back to scene 1 again. I much prefer to click the symbols that are on the stage, then I can still see what's active on the stage outside of the CAT, instead of going here and just seeing the CAT, and then I can't see what's actually on scene 1 stage. So I'd like for you to practice clicking in these CATs and then clicking back to navigate back and forth from the CAT section to the scene 1 section right here, and practice that. Now, another thing that we have to do is that I want to show you how to apply effects to these symbols, because when you select a symbol, if you go over here to your Properties Inspector where it says Color Effect, you can tint these. So if I put a tint on this one, I've tinted it white. I can go in here to the tint color picker, choose another color, and it looks like I didn't color that one fully. So this one has actually a little white leg and a little white tail. I think that's kind of cute. But what if I want the whole cat to be purple? How I would fix that is I would have to go into it. And now I'm seeing that the tint no longer applies when I'm in the original graphic editing area of the cat. But I do want to take my paint bucket and fill, come on, get your paint bucket there, and fill the tail, and then fill the foot. And now I'm going to go back out to scene 1. Oh, gotta use this. There. And now my whole cat has been fixed with, it's a purple cat. Now I can also change the amount of tinting and maybe, give it a slight tint. Now that's a pretty color. I like that. So it's teal and lavender. But I can move the sliders for the color effect that adds the tint to it. And then also we were talking last lesson about being able to resize these. Just to review, grab the free transform tool. Actually, I'll do this one. And then you can resize them and make them smaller if you want to. So you can have many cats in your movie, and that's the way to do it.